Hello and welcome. Today we're going to be talking about this pen, but also about this pen. Let's get to it. Welcome to my new series about this pen. This series wants to talk about my fountain pens in a retrospective manner. So what this is me having a chat to you about my likes, my dislikes. Do I reach for it? Do I not reach for it? Any shenanigans that I've had with this pen, any kind of stories, what inks I like pairing with this pen, why, and just having a bit of fun with the fountain pens that are in my collection, and just talking you through my experiences of the pens that I've been using so far. So I hope you enjoy. Well, hello everyone, welcome. I'm Katie and this is a Fountain Pen Awakening. I hope you're all doing super well wherever you are in the world. Today I'm going to talk about some shenanigans that's happened with my Lamy Al-Star. So this little pen here is the Lamy Al-Star and it's called Blue Green. I got this on sale for something like maybe 28 Australian dollars and I said, yep, I need to have that. It only came in a fine nib. And I'd never written with Lamys in a fine nib before, but I said, whatever, I'm open to trying. So I got it, and that was all super happy days. And then I thought, you know what, I want to swap out the fine nib I have, and I want to put the 1.1 nib, spare nib that I have. So, long story short, I don't know if you guys know, but all you need to do with a Lamy is just get a piece of sticky tape, you stick it, you pull and the little nib comes off very easily. Well, I pulled and the whole feed came out. And then when I was trying to put it back in, I don't know if you can see it, but I couldn't put it back in. It kind of jammed and it wouldn't go all the way back because like this bit here has to go back into the feed. And so it kind of was poking out like this. And I tried to jiggle it and try to pull it, and I just couldn't get any purchase on the grip section to pull it out again. And yeah, so I tried to write with it like this, but then because this bit was like extended and with a nib on top of it, I couldn't close the pen properly. So I was going, oh no. So it closes now because it doesn't have the nib on it. When it's got the nib, it sticks out too much and the nib sort of bashes into the top of the cap. So yeah, I was like, oh, it's Devo. And then I was looking for, you know, like the actual feed and grip sections, which by the way, I'm feeling this because it has finally arrived, and I've just ordered some more nibbies. They're 1.1 nibs. I got them on special. They were like $12.95, so I thought I'd get a few spares. Yeah, so I was looking online. I couldn't find the spare grip section. They were out of stock, and you know, I thought, oh, what am I going to do? What am I going to do? So what I end up doing is I saw this pen, which I haven't showed you. I got this the other day. I haven't done an unboxing with it because I was waiting for all this to happen so I could do it. I got this pen because I thought, hey, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to get this pen and then I can swap them out, you know, when I want to. So I'll just use the grip on this one, put it in this one, and when I feel like writing with blue green, and then I can write with this one when I feel like it. Now, this was on sale as well. I think it was like $44.95 Australian. They had plenty of them. They had like, and I could choose what nib I wanted, so obviously I went with my trusty 1.1. And I guess no one loves this color, but I absolutely adore it. You know, I was thinking, oh, shall I get a black one? Shall I get this one? Shall I get that one? And no, I got the citrus green. Well, on the pack it just says sea green, so I don't know if that C stands for citrus, but yeah, isn't it gorgeous? It's such, I mean, I like me a sort of a weird color at the best of times, and this is kind of like a chartreuse, however you pronounce it. And I thought, yay, that's super exciting. It's different. I know this was a limited edition. I think maybe it was back in 2008, 2010, 2012. I can't remember. So I thought, how cool is this? And then, because I was super excited about this pen, I found this, which is the Hotaru-Bi or Hotaru-Bi. It's a Pilot Iroshizuku ink. And what that means is firefly light. So it's exactly the same color as this pen. And I will show you a writing sample of it. Look at that. How absolutely cool is that? That is perfect color combo. So because I liked the perfect color combo and stuff, I thought, you know what? I am going to buy myself a feed, because then I want to use both of them. And because of this pen, I'm falling in love with the All-Star. I just like the way it feels. I love the way they write. I love the way they shine. And yeah, so this is my love affair with my Lamy All-Stars at the moment. So I'm super excited that my feed has arrived now, because this means that I can pop it in here. I'll use my teeth, guys. Get rid of that. Let's see if I can show you the difference between them. I was just devastated. How the hell did I even do this? And I think because I just jammed it back in and it just got stuck and I couldn't get it out again. But yeah, I don't know if you can see the difference in the feeds. How this one sticks out and that one doesn't. That's how far it was out by, and I just for the life of me couldn't pull it, couldn't wiggle it. Like, so I guess there's a special way of putting it in. And yeah, so now I've got this new one, which is super exciting. And okay, and then what are we going to do? We're going to put one of my new nibbies on. Ooh. Oh, that's a bit of a tight fit. Excellent. Yay! Now, another thing that I was going to say is when I got this Dominant Industry Winter Pine ink, I got a few samples from them in a couple of ink hauls back. So if you have a look at my ink hauls, you will see I swatched them. Now in the swatches you can actually see them, but when you write with them, it's such a pale ink you can't even see it. Let me see if I've got a sample of it anywhere. Yeah, here it is. Look at that. Look how pale it is. So what I thought of doing, I was thinking of doing an experiment. And I've got two Robert Oster inks in bottles. I've got the Viola, which is like a purple lilac-y ink, and I've got my Robert Oster Avocado. So this is my Viola. It's a Robert Oster signature, and this is my Avocado. So I've got bottles of those. So what I did was I added the Viola to my evening, and then I've added some avocado to this, and I want to see if now it makes the ink a little bit darker so I can write with it. I experimented with the Viola and I've got it in my Prera, and that sort of worked a little bit better. So yeah, because I mean I spent what, $2.50 on those samples, and then they're such light inks that I can't really write with them. I can't enjoy the writing experience with them. They're too pale on the paper, but you know, that's money wasted. So I'm not one for kind of getting samples and not using them. I'm someone who likes to get the samples and use them up as much as possible. You know, I don't have like ink samples piling up. I use them and then I can buy new ones, and I don't feel guilty about having all these ink samples lying around and not used. So I came up with this idea, and this is what I'm going to do. So now that I've got my lovely pen, I'm going to ink her up with my winter pine and see if that works. So let me get rid of this feed. Let me grab these little thingies and we shall do an ink up. So just to show you how easy it is to remove one of these Lamy nibbies, you just pop that there and you pull it. See how that came out really super easy? The other one, when I pulled out, the whole feed came out, and that shouldn't happen. Okay, so I'm just swapping out that fine with my one of my new 1.1 nibs that have arrived. So now that's got a new nibby on it, and that's the old one. So that's super easy. So that's how it should be. The whole feed shouldn't be coming out with it. That's so annoying, because for the simple fact that you can't get the feed back in, or there's a special way of doing it and I didn't know that, and I ruined a whole pen for it. Okay, so this one's already inked up with my which means Firefly Light. I mean, you know, these Japanese, they do come up with poetic names, don't they? So gorgeous. I love this ink. And so I've named this pen Firefly. So we've got this in my All-Star Firefly, the 1.1 nib. Cool? All right. So let's go ahead. I've got nothing in my white silver. I'm trying to look for a perfect grey. So I tried out my agate grey from the Lamy Crystal series, but I find it really, really pale and very dry. So I did an experiment there and I added a little bit of my Uramaki Seki ink that I have in a bottle to that. But again, it's not kind of the best. Let's see if I've got a sample. Here we are. So it's kind of not bad, but not the best. So I don't know if you can see how light it is. And so I'm thinking, I don't like too much of a dark grey because that's boring. And I've tried that several times. I've got a Van Diemen's dark grey ink. So I'm thinking I might pop the Uramaki Seki back in there because it's a grey. I mean, it writes grey on most papers, but then when you're writing on, you know, your trusty Tomorrow River paper 52 GSM, it shades really well. It's got all these mauvey and, you know, pinkies and greenies in there. It's one of them chromo shading inks, and what it reminds me of, the colour of the outlining of the clouds in the sky when the sun has set, if that makes sense. But it only kind of has those properties on certain papers, not on all. So it gets a bit boring because it's a bit grey on everywhere else. Anyway, enough talking. Let's do some action here. All right, so hopefully this will work, and also because this is a new nib. All right, guys, I'm a bit all over the shop. I just went quickly to rinse this because it's a new feed, and with Lamy they always sort of test it out a little bit. So there was a little bit of blue ink, so I just flushed that out. And now let's hope that my experiment works. You know what I mean? Valvoline. Oh, by the way, another beautiful day in Queensland. It's kind of like nice weather now. It's not too hot. And good news is that the pool is finally fixed. Ooh, there's a little bit of bubble masters in there, and I can finally go for a swim later on. So exciting. Sorry about the noise, as usual. I'm filming outside. All right, let's give that a moment. I'm excited. So excited. So excited. Okay, moment of truth. A bit watery. Okay, let's try again. Winter. Oh, yeah. I guess also the nib is pretty new, so it kind of works on some level. I might need to add a little bit more avocado to that. It's a dominant industry. And this is in my All-Star blue green. Not too bad. At least it's visible. I'll be interested to see how that dries. Edition of avocado. And also it's a bit watery because I did flush out the feed. So that's that. And now I thought, while I've got yous, and sorry this video is all over the shop, and I guess that's why it's called Lamy Shenanigans, because it's all over the shop. I thought I'd get me Sailor Iroshizuku out and just ink up this one here, which is my white silver. Again, this is one of a limited edition too, but I tell you what, with these limited editions, what was I saying? They shaft you a bit because then, you know, these limited editions, and then everything goes on sale, and then, you know, you can get these pens for not half the price. So from now on, I'm not going to be sucked in to this limited edition thing. I'm going to wait. Now, for instance, like there's the new safaris that have come out in those pastel colors, which are absolutely so pretty. But yeah, I don't know. I like them, but I'm not going to spend that money. And also the new limited edition of the All-Stars that came out, the petrol color and the lilac. I wanted the lilac, but then realistically, I kind of like that so much better. And I'm really super happy that I got this one. I guess I am having heaps of fun with these pens. I reach for them, I write with them. And even my little Vista here, my Safari Vista, I have heaps of fun. They write really well, these pens. I don't know. Oh, there's people next door. Sorry about the noise, guys. Okay, they've gone now. So as I was saying, I'm enjoying the writing experience with these pens, and I think they're super pretty too. I don't know, these colors go together, don't they? All right, so let's just quickly do the writing sample with the Iroshizuku in there and see how that works. So, Sailor Iroshizuku. Oh, that's really nice, isn't it? That looks super nice. Beautiful. This will need a little bit of more work on it. The nib's not 100%. This wrote really smoothly, so I might swap it out. I got 3 new nibs, so I might try the other one, and I might just add a little bit more of the avocado to this, but definitely much better. See the Sailor Iroshizuku, how it kind of like grey, but it's got that sort of pinky purple greeny in there. That's all over the shop. And that's my Pilot Iroshizuku Hotaru-Bi in my All-Star Firefly. So there you have it, my friends. Thank you so much for watching, and for liking, for subscribing, and until my next one, ciao.